Life Audio.
Welcome to the Crosswalk Devotional. We're so glad to have you listening with us. Today's topic is the yes trip, how saying yes to God can result in unexpected blessings. We'll return with the devotional after a brief message from our sponsors. The yes trip, how saying yes to God can result in unexpected blessings. Written and read by Megan Connor. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send? And who will go for us?" And I said, "Here I am, send me." Isaiah 6:8, NIV. Have you ever heard of the concept of a yes trip? It is a trip or a vacation you decide to take where every time you ask a question, the response is automatically yes. Oh, look, there's a sign for the world's biggest pie. Should we stop there and check it out? Yes. Scenic route available. Should we take it? Yes. Should we splurge on the hotel with a view? Yes. And the list goes on and on. My husband and I tried this over 10 years ago when we were not able to plan anything special for our anniversary due to work and other obligations. It ended up being one of, if not possibly, the best anniversary we have ever celebrated. We literally tossed a coin when we got into the car to determine if we would drive north or south, then said yes to every other question that arose during our journey, including a random rest stop which sold Turkish Delight, the famous treat in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe from the Chronicles of Narnia series written by C.S. Lewis. Should we try Turkish Delight? Yes. If there was one question that might have deserved a no, it was that one. How in the world was this the dessert that Edmund sold out for with the White Witch? Apologies to anyone who loves Turkish Delight. What made this trip so special was not just the spontaneity, but all of the unexpected experiences and memories made that would never have happened otherwise. If we had planned out an itinerary, which is traditionally my preferred way to travel, we would have missed out on moments we still treasure over a decade later. What would it look like if we applied this same practice to our walk with the Lord? Some of the most poignant and significant stories in the Bible stem from those who said yes to God with little to no understanding of what they were agreeing to. Mary said yes when asked if she was willing to divinely conceive and carry the Son of God. Abraham agreed to leave everything and relocate his family to an unknown land. Peter, Andrew, James, and John all left their boats and livelihoods to follow Jesus without any idea of what was ahead or how they would continue to provide for their lives. Moses said yes when asked to travel back to Egypt, confront Pharaoh, and free his enslaved people. Noah built an ark when no one had ever heard of rain falling from the sky. Each of these believers chose to say yes to God without reservation. Look at the impact their choices have had on generations of people. Millions have learned of the love of God because of their willingness to say a 3-letter word, yes. What if, instead of attempting to outline our own destinies, we viewed our life as a journey, even further, an adventure? We are taking a trip from the temporal to the eternal. We know our final destination, but we do not know the roads that we will take to get there. Instead of incessantly worrying, planning, and stressing over every detail, what if we shifted our perspective and decided this life will be our yes trip with the Lord? If all of the followers listed above made such a significant impact for the kingdom with a simple yes, what could God do in and through you? If it is anything like my special anniversary so many years ago, I can imagine you will be blessed beyond imagination. Intersecting faith and life. How does the idea of viewing our Christian walk as a yes trip change your perspective on unplanned or maybe even unwanted circumstances in your life? Do you consider yourself more of a planner, or are you naturally spontaneous? Either way, how can you step out with blind faith and follow without any assurances of the outcomes ahead? Are there things you sense God has been leading you to that you have been unwilling to surrender and agree to step out in faith? Take some time today to look through the recommended readings and allow the faith demonstrated by those who have gone before us to encourage you. For further reading, take a look at Isaiah chapter 6, verses 1 through 8, and Exodus chapter 3.
The Crosswalk Devotional is a production of Life Audio and Salem Media. If you liked what you heard today, please take a second to rate and review this podcast in your favorite podcast app so that more listeners like you can find the show. For more faith-filled, inspirational podcasts, visit us at lifeaudio.com.
Is life feeling chaotic? I get it. I'm Rachel Wojo, host of the Untangling Life podcast. Don't miss the passionate encouragement and faith-based resources you need to help you clear your head and calm your heart. As Shell says, it feels like Rachel always knows what I need to hear. She keeps it real and is so humble. Her podcast is just the cherry on top. Enjoy Untangling Life with Rachel Wojo on lifeaudio.com or your favorite podcast app now.